going on, people? It's your boy Tops back again live for another Tops in the Morning show. Big up everyone tuning in. Make sure you guys smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. And what a day of news yesterday it was, man. And this is my reaction to it. Brother, I do not understand what this club is doing, bro. You can't let me have some nice bit of news for more than a week before you do some effery. What is going on, people? It's crazy, man. Big up the chat already in here. Big up Mayhem. He said he's back, brother. Big up yourself, bro. Obviously, Carlos running up his gums, running up his mouth. Again, did someone say Club World Cup final, blood? Honestly, man, it's criminal you man are in there, bro. I swear down. Like, PSG, you know what to do, man. You know what to do. You know what to do. 85 million made. We got it. Bro, you need to get the money, bro. You need to get themselves up as well, man. Obviously, we're helping you out. This is another reason why I'm not happy about this. But yeah, it says we win it, we get 40 million. Bro, how does that even make sense? You win it, you get 40. You lose it, you still get 30. What the hell? It's actually madness. It's madness, man. Absolutely madness. Run me my Madueke money. Take back. I take bank, transfer, or check. No vouchers, no food stamps. No Klarna. No clear pay, blood. Oh my days, man. I can't believe we're actually giving you 50 plus for Madueke, man. Oh man. My head was on Mars when I seen that yesterday. Absolute Mars. I actually still can't believe it now. Like, I don't get what this club's doing. Like, it just smells of Mikel Arteta. It just stinks of it. It just stinks of it. Something he want to do. Remember, he was willing to spend 80 on Mudryk, 90 on Mudryk as well. So yeah, his talent idea in terms of attackers, man, he has to be questioned. I can't lie, because some of the guys he's willing to spend a bag of money on is crazy. I want realistic add-ons. Realistic Arsenal winning the Champions League is not realistic. Oh my days, man. Pressure is on you, blood. Run me my money. I can't believe it, man. I can't believe this. Sunday, 8 p.m. and we'll be there. Obviously, I'm about to. Yeah, I probably will do it. To be fair, I need to make sure you man don't win. You get it? So yeah, I'll be there doing a live watch along for that. Man said the walking, talking Maltese. Man thinks his expressions, fam. Look at now. Big up yourself anyway, Carlos. Big up Godfrey. Big up Tops. You good, brother? Yeah, I'm all right, man. I'm good. I'm just trying to get into this news, man, because again, it's craziness from Arsenal, honestly, bro. The thing is, I'm a rational person. I try and think of any kind of logical explanation for things, even if I don't agree with it. But with this one, I just can't see any reason to do this, bro. Like, on all metrics, it just doesn't make sense. The only thing you could probably say is we need a backup for Saka. That's where it stops. That there is where it stops, because everything else in terms of the money we're going to be paying, how much we haven't got done in terms of the other positions as well, the fact that we're buying from Chelsea again, all these kind of situations and reasons why you shouldn't do this deal. And people are just ignoring it. It's like, what is going on? Well, people are Arsenal anyway, because again, I know a lot of Arsenal fans were not happy yesterday. I think we're all in agreement that we don't want this transfer to happen, and we're hoping that Chelsea just price themselves out, man. So we just go somewhere else, man. Just get someone else. I've just seen a Dingra go to flipping Sunderland for like 21 million euros or something, bro. Get him. We were actually linked with him last year as a backup. Well, that was the whole point. A backup for Saka, someone that's probably proven, quote unquote, decent, can come in, fill in for a couple of games, and obviously, you know, he can produce a bit of quality here and there. Bro, just go get that guy, man. Like, what's going on? Like, he saves you a bag of money. Why are you trying to spend 50 on a guy that doesn't improve our starting lineup? It doesn't make any sense. Like, what are we doing? It doesn't make any sense, man. But yeah, it says also lodged a big money opening bid for Noni Madueke, but Chelsea set to demand even more as the ex-Man United star is used as a transfer reference point, honestly, on about Alanga. It says also have lodged an initial bid. Bro, the fact that the first bid is 50 mil. And these men, what are they smoking? What are they doing? What are they actually doing here? It's crazy. Absolutely crazy, man. Yeah, I don't get it. I do not get it at all. I'm baffed. I'm baffed, bro. Absolutely baffed. If we're going to give Chelsea 50 plus for Madueke, they better pay that extra 5 for Gyökeres. Honestly, and this is the thing, the PR, bro, I think I said this before, the PR from Arsenal, the transfer window is absolutely stunk. Honestly, they've made bad move after bad move, from announcing Zubomendi 500 times to the point where I'm not even gassed when we announce them. I'm just like, yeah, whatever, cool. The fact that we're trying to get Chelsea players in before we get starters is another bad move as well. The fact that we're not even got a striker through the door and we're trying to spend 50 on Madueke. What is this club thinking about? Yes, I understand that not every kind of transfer is based off priority. Some transfers, that you want to be a main priority, you have to wait till later on. I get that. But in the meantime, you got to give us something. You got to give us a bone here. You got to give us a striker or something before you start doing all these kind of loan deals or these kind of squad-like filler deals. Bro, because from a fan perspective, especially with the terrible track history that you man have got in the transfer window, it just looks like we're going to get that inevitable quote from David Ornstein after we get Madueke and hopefully Gyokeres. Yeah, the club are now concentrating on outgoings. You just know it, and that's gonna be it. We ain't getting no Eze, we ain't getting no Rodrigo. It's gonna done there. So yeah, man, it's just oh my god, it's just the same old, same old. We have Nwaneri, we don't need that scrub Madueke. Exactly, bro. We just sign Nwaneri to a new deal, and then we can just move on. You know what I mean? You could just play. We played there last season in that backup role and did well. So I don't understand this need to spend this amount of money on a quote-unquote backup. But he's not going to be a backup. He's going to be a starter, bro. You're not spending 50, 60 mil on a backup player, bro. But we've not actually got a starter in. That doesn't make any sense. So, yeah, man, it's crazy. There's a Madueke petition. Yeah, there is. One thing I will say, though, and obviously all seriousness, do not abuse the player, man. Obviously, it's just football's never that deep for one. And two, it's not Madueke's fault that we're stupid enough to pay that much money for him. Like, again, he wants to come to Arsenal, cool, whatever. But at the same time, it's like, bro, you can't abuse the player, man. It's got nothing to do with this. It's between Arsenal doing some terrible decision making in terms of who they're buying, and Chelsea, obviously, who's accepting the money, and obviously they're offering that kind of money or expecting that kind of fee, which is obviously in their right. So yeah, no, don't abuse the player, man. That's just ridiculous, man. Like, what are we doing here? This chat I'm saying is terrible, absolutely terrible. Chelsea have something over us. I'm convinced, bro. Honestly, there must be some at the board level. We must be owing you guys some kind of money behind the scenes, or you some black. I don't know what's going on, because bro, the fact that we're even dealing with you again this window. Remember, we've already bought Kepa from you this window already. Like, the fact that we're getting one player from you every single season is bad enough. The fact it's going to be 2, 3, 4. Like, what? When does this end? It's just countless times we're just getting Chelsea, man. It's crazy. Like, God, what is going on in that boardroom at Arsenal? It's madness. I said, hashtag no to Madueke. And the thing is, I do feel sorry for Madueke, because I know he's seen that, because he's a social media man. He's obviously 23. He's going to be on social media. He's going to see that trending. He's going to be thinking, what the hell? Like, what have I do? Like 50 Cent meme. What are you saying F me for? What did I do? So, yeah, man. But, yeah, it's just, bro, the club need to read the room, man. 100%, bro. Like, the reports are saying we're haggling over 5 mil, and then you're willing to dash in 50 for another player. I know, obviously, Berta's doing more than one deal at one time, but, brother, like, get one over the line, the one we need, and the thing is well, it's one of those ones where if you're guaranteeing that obviously Arsenal are going to get other players apart from Madueke in the attacking position, I don't think people would mind as much. They'd be like, okay, you want to spend that on that, or don't really agree with it, but as long as we get X, Y, and Z player in as well, then cool, whatever. But you just know Arsenal are going to stop here. That's the thing. You just know it. So it's like, yeah, it's terrible, really. The issue is because you have agreed personal terms with without agreeing a fee, Chelsea can report you guys for that if you pull it out. Yeah, for sure. I mean, again, it's one of those ones where it's like, because we've gone that extra mile and making sure that the player definitely wants to come to us, to try and lower the fee, because you're standing firm on it, it's like, well, again, we're going to have to try and pay it, or if we don't, then like you said, there's going to be repercussions, man. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Guess what? Says Godfrey. It says Arsenal abusing the player. This is Arsenal. Askabue, Xhaka, Havertz, Wenger, Willian, and soon Madueke. Arsenal want to be like their top little brothers. Chelsea zero European heritage, zero European heritage. Sorry, and Crystal Palace threatened to take us to court for doing the same to Elisa. Yeah, that's very true. That's very true, man. Because again, and that's why you remember, because you were gonna sign Elisa, innit? Or whatnot. And then that's why you pulled out, and then you end up signing. I can't remember who you ended up signing in the end. I don't know if you went back to Sancho because of that. But yeah, because that was supposed to be your big money kind of move, obviously, before he went to Bayern Munich. I remember that actually. Because you were bidding 60 mil for him. He would have been a good player for you guys as well. But yeah, what is this actually a thing in football? Crazy. Yeah, bro. There's always back dealings going on behind the scenes and stuff like that, man. So yeah, it's something that obviously clubs are trying to do now, just to cut out bidding, because you don't really see that now. Like, two clubs bidding for, and obviously you've seen it a little bit with obviously Liverpool, Chelsea, obviously kind of with Man City and Arsenal with Rice, but you don't really see that on a regular basis now. It's just because you just kind of get the player to agree to come to you and only you, and then the club that they're at just have to negotiate with you because they don't want to listen to any of our offers to any other club. So yeah, I think that's kind of the metric now people have to obviously go on as well. Okay, that was it. Sign Neto instead. Yeah. I knew that you signed another player instead of him during the same period of time. Because I know obviously Elise was heavily linked with you, man, beforehand. So, but yeah, it's true, man. It's true. But in terms of the article, man, brother. So yeah, the first the first bid, 50 million British pounds, $68 million, including add-ons. So apparently I'm hearing that it's 40 million plus 10 add-ons. But again, you know how, like Carla said, I don't know how realistic the add-ons are. I think that's what we're probably hoping on. It's unrealistic. Do you know what I mean? So we don't have to pay it. But yeah, crazy, man. This is according to Fabrizio Romano, and again, this is an exclusive by Fabrizio. David Ornstein or no other actual journalist has actually confirmed we've bidded that kind of money. But again, when he's saying exclusive, it's kind of normally, and Fabrizio is normally obviously kind of legit, but again, you just don't know. Obviously, it's his sources, and he's been on the Madueke deal really heavily. He's been tweeting about it 4, 5, 6 times a week, probably even more than that. Sometimes like twice a day, man. He's talking about Madueke, kind of saying the same old thing. But yeah, it seems like, I don't know if he's got obviously connections with his agent or someone at Chelsea or whoever. It's similar, obviously, with the Mudryk deal as well. So maybe he's got some kind of connection there. But yeah, he was definitely tweeting about it a lot. And he's obviously saying that the Gunners' opening offer isn't quite enough for Chelsea. So Chelsea want more than the £50 million. They are using Nottingham Forest's 55 million sale of Anthony Elanga to obviously Newcastle as a reference point, therefore seeking more than 50 million. Now, who do I think's better, Elanga or Madueke? Obviously, I think Elanga had a better season last year, but obviously that's his best ever season, isn't it? I think they're probably about the same, if I'm being honest. Like, I don't think there's going to be a massive difference between the two. So from that point of view, listen, I don't blame Chelsea. Chelsea can do what they want. They can obviously charge whoever they want for their players. If clubs are stupid enough to fucking pay it, and that's the club's fault. That's Arsenal's fault. Like, again, you should have just walked away from the deal and said 50 mil. Nah. But again, I feel like this is Arteta driven for sure, man. This is definitely Arteta driven for sure. Because apparently we wanted him last year. He scored the hat-trick against Wolves, then he wasn't for sale. That's why we ended up getting Sterling instead. So yeah, man, this is definitely someone. And again, it goes into that mold. And this is why I said about obviously trying to get in people that Arteta doesn't want, the opposite, because you notice the pattern with Arteta in terms of attackers as well, and some of the obviously the midfielders. It's just young prospects. It's just guys that he thinks he can mold and change and build in. He doesn't like to deal with egos for whatever reason. Guys that are already established that can obviously bite back, say no to certain things, say they're not doing certain things. He doesn't want that. He wants them kind of 23, 22, 21 kind of players that he can quote unquote mold and make better. But bro, you're running out of time. Like you need to get serious now. We will always say that Arsenal need to win. Arsenal, though you actually do need to win, bro. Because again, the media are turning on him. Like when you got Carragher and Neville, and we know, obviously, I don't obviously agree with what they say majority of the time, but they have a high level of influence on what the masses think, in it, because they're on a massive platform. When they start putting pressure on you, saying you got to win, even like Paul Merson was like, oh well, you know what? By Christmas, if they're not in the title race, then he's probably going to get sacked. He's saying that on Sky Sports, so they're already putting in little Easter eggs here and there to get people in that are maybe not Arteta out or don't want to get sacked or think he's still the guy. To be like, you know what? These guys are kind of saying that he needs to win the trophy. He's not doing it. Yeah, maybe he's not. And then the pressure mounts after that, man. So, bro, he ain't got time to be messing about getting these kind of guys he's trying to make into major top players when they're not even starters at their actual club they're at. It's crazy to me. But yeah, they're using that as a reference point, which is fair enough to them. The relationship between the two clubs remains solid. Of course, it doesn't keep buying all their players they don't want. However, with the talks will continue in the coming days. Madueke recently agreed personal terms. He recently agreed personal terms with Arsenal after unexpectedly being included in the list of Chelsea players are looking to move on this summer. The 23-year-old was a solid performer in the Premier League last season, including 7 goals and 4 assists, but head coach Enzo Maresca appears to have judged that he has better attacking options at his disposal. Obviously, you've seen the likes of Gittins coming in. You've seen João Pedro scoring them 2 bangers, obviously, the other day. And he's coming like freshly as well. They've got options, man. They've got players, other players that can play out wide, can play in those attacking options. And Madueke is probably going to get even less game time than he did last year. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Big up the chat. Of course, man. Make sure you guys smash the like button on this thing. Big up Carlos is I can see the Madueke deal collapsing, but it puts him in a difficult spot now. Yeah, this is the thing. Like, because he's obviously made it clear that he wanted to go to another club, it makes it difficult for him to either obviously earn the respect of the Chelsea fans or even earn his place back into the team, because you could assume that Maresca is now planning without him. I know obviously they come out and say his focus and all that, but that's kind of normal spill. Obviously Alonso saying the same thing about Rodrigo and not touching him for the last 5 games in a row. So yeah, I think that is a difficult thing for them to do, and I don't know who else would pay the 50 mil. Honestly, and that's not even a slight dig at Chelsea. It's just like, we look like the team that's only interested in getting the players that you actually want to sell for a certain price. Same thing happened with Havertz, selling him for 65. Honestly, I don't think anyone else would have paid that. I know he was linked with Real Madrid and Bayern Munich, but I think they probably would have just either weighed it out or just went for another option when they were told that kind of price. With this guy, it's like, with Arsenal, we just pay whatever you want. Like, it's just crazy. It's just crazy, man. But yeah, I take this legally. I take the legal hit personally. Don't want Madueke. Can't get on board with it. I just can't. Build yourself, Colin, man. Hope you're well, brother. Hope you're good. But yeah, I agree, brother. I cannot get on with this. Like, there's no logical reason for this to make sense to me. Because again, it's either going to take away from a potential top signing we could make, whether it's Eze, Rodrigo, whoever, Gordon, whoever we're linked with in that left position. Because again, the priority of the plan is to put him left wing. That is the plan. Because again, obviously, he's not going to go ahead and Saka on a regular basis, and he's going to want regular minutes. So that's going to be the plan there. And it's like, bro, he's not even betting Trossard. I'd rather just keep Trossard, honestly. I'd rather just keep him for another season, man. Because I don't understand, like, he's not going to be better than what we've had in that position already. Not at the minute, bro. Because again, the end product's missing. He's not a player that's going to be a starter for a team that's trying to win the Premier League. It's not going to happen. So I just don't understand the logic. If he's coming in as a backup, then cool, whatever. Even though the money is still too much, because you're thinking like he's not worth it, and two, how are you going to navigate paying all these other kind of big transfer fees when you're paying 50 for him? And also, doesn't that weaken your, obviously, in terms of negotiation power, in terms of Crystal Palace trying to get Eze off them? If you want to go to Real Madrid, trying to get obviously Rodrigo off them. If you want to get Anthony Gordon, trying to get Newcastle's negotiating power off them, because it's like, well, you just spent 50 on a squad player. We want 60, 70, 80, 90. This is going to be one of your starters here. So I don't know, man. I think all around the deal just does not make sense at all, man. That's just my personal opinion for sure. Big up Godfrey says, I just can't believe we're doing a deal for Madueke before we know if we know Rodrigo will leave. What madness is this, bro? The thing is, Rodrigo's going to leave, bro. Like, we've seen this before in other clubs where teams are not playing a player. Normally it's like pre-season where they're just left out and they're not involved in the kind of the plans, and they're politely saying, you know what, look for another club. We don't want to obviously say that we're selling you outright, because then that will obviously tank your value down, because then clubs know that this player needs to leave, the club doesn't want to sign him anymore, etc. So we can kind of lowball you. So the way they're kind of doing it is kind of showing the teams out there or the clubs out there, listen, this guy's not really in our plans, but we still want X amount of money for him, then he can leave, kind of thing. So yeah, he's definitely leaving. It's just where to. Obviously, Liverpool have been linked. Now you wonder now, because obviously Tottenham have got Kudus, is Chelsea going to be linked with him now? Especially if they sell Madueke. Bro, Man City's in there, PSG's in there, been linked, man. There's been a lot of teams that have been linked for sure. I said Elanga is better in my opinion. Listen, I think Elanga definitely had a better season than him last year. The only thing with Elanga is I need to see another season from that. Madueke's been okay, actually. Like, obviously, you're a Chelsea fan, you'll know better than me. He's been okay. He's got some okay goals, but the consistency is not there for sure. And you could obviously argue as well, Elanga's playing for definitely a smaller club, definitely a worse club as well, and still getting similar numbers. So if you swap them, would Elanga get more numbers than Madueke does for Chelsea? Who knows? Maybe. So yeah, man, I just can't get behind it, bro. I just can't get behind it at all. Like the price, the fact that we're getting this guy, the fact that we've not bought in striker or a proper left winger or this number 10. Like I said, I do not want to hear, that we're not getting Eze now. I don't want to hear that, bro. If we get this guy, I do not want to hear that, man, because I will lose it. Honestly, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, man. Big up Godfrey said I would have taken Sane over Madueke. Real talk, 100%, bro, 100%. If this was the options and Sane was, because apparently we were looking at Sane as a backup option, but again, his wages that he wanted what, 300, 400 grand, because again, he was going on a free. We wouldn't have had to pay a transfer fee for him. And even for us, I know we play mad wages anyway, but even for us, bro, I don't think we would have paid that for him in particular. So, but yeah, if you had told me the option, Sane as a backup, someone that can play on the right and left, or Madueke, pay 50 mil, then everyone's picking Sane, innit? So, yeah, this doesn't make any sense, man. But yeah, like I was saying, man, he's got obviously Maresca wants to get rid of him. After Madueke agreed terms with Arsenal, shot reports emerged that Chelsea were eyeing up a move for Nwaneri in the opposite direction. The teenager enjoyed a seriously impressive breakout season in the 2024-2025 season, but Madueke's arrival could limit his game time at the Emirates, and there will be plenty of potential suitors waiting in the wings if he becomes unsettled, including Chelsea. Now, this is again, reports came out from Sam C, who's very reliable, saying that it looks like Nwaneri is going to sign a new contract, which I think he will do. But even so, you've got to look and see what kind of path he's going to have now, because again, if you're signing Madueke, he's going to be on the right now, or on the left. So them kind of winger opportunities are kind of going to be limited for him. Then you look at obviously the 10. If we're still trying to get Eze, number one, again, if we're getting Eze, then he's going to be in that 10/8 kind of role, maybe left wing as well. depending on obviously we've got some injuries. That means his time's limited as well. It could be a thing where, for me, I'll probably just loan him out for a season at a Premier League club and say, look, we need him to play X amount of games for you guys to obviously get used to the league, build up to the league. He can have bad performances for you guys. He can have good performances for you guys, and then go from there. Because I feel like, again, when you've given him a taste of games that we did last year, I feel like you have to keep that momentum. Maybe not give him more, but at least to give him the same amount of games that he played. I think he played 37 games, which is a lot of games. Started 17, which is a lot of games for a 17-year-old. That's his breakout season. So yeah, he's probably going to be wanted the same amount next year. I don't think he's going to get that, especially if we get more reinforcements in those attacking areas. So it's going to be difficult for him, man. So maybe a loan is going to be key. But yeah, signing him down to a new contract is definitely a key factor for sure. But yeah, man, it says, what's next for Madueke? They're going to say, ultimately, this comes down to how much Arsenal think the young England winger is worth. Chelsea are holding out for more than 50 million is mad. But splashing that kind of cash on Madueke could limit. This is what I'm saying, bro. This is the next line that comes. Could limit the Gunners' spending in other departments. How can it limit us in terms of the other departments are more important than this one? Like the striker and the left wing are the most important. Even the 10, we need someone to obviously challenge Odegaard for sure, man. Because again, if he stinks it out next season, who are we going to play? He doesn't want to play Ethan there for whatever reason. So Trossard might be sold as well. So, bro, it's looking dark. I'll be honest, it's looking dark. So, yeah, man, we need to strengthen those other areas for sure, bro. And overspending on Madueke, and that could potentially stop us from getting other kind of deals over the line would be crazy, man. The signing of an elite level striker like Sporting's Victor Gyökeres will likely remain the top priority for Arteta this summer, but whether that impacts the Madueke deal remains to be seen. Oh man, so this is what I mean. Not a lot of people know what's going on, man. Not a lot of people know what's going on. But yeah, for me, it's just craziness how we're even debating this, man. We should have just left the table. When they said 50, he said thank you, but no thank you, man. We're out of here. We'll find someone else to buy him in it. Do you know what I'm saying? We'll go somewhere else because yeah, this don't make no sense to me personally. I'll be so real. I'll be so real, man. But yeah, man, just pay the money, Colin Blood. Madueke can get there though. He's got ability. This ain't YMCA. Wait, a goddamn charity, bro. 100%, man. Big up Voodoo Gaming, my brother. We can't be serious about this deal, bro. I don't know what's going on, my guy. Honestly, it's madness, man. It's absolutely madness. This deal. Colin, you have always been a charity to us. Yeah, it's just looking like it, my guy. I can't even lie. Real Madrid were a disgrace. Prove me wrong, but I saw Madrid fans saying they need a Mourinho after Ancelotti and not Project Alonso. That back four stunk. Yeah, man, that back four was not ideal. I'll be real, man. It was not ideal at all. It's crazy when you say it, man. Then yeah, it could be a thing where they do kind of go for a Mourinho next, because I don't know if this Alonso thing works with Galacticos or star names. I don't know, man. I feel like they need someone like an old head that kind of navigate towards them winning Champions League and Premier League. I know Zidane did it, but Zidane had that kind of pedigree as a player as well, obviously, and then earned it as a manager. So we'll see, though. We'll see. It is early days for sure. Big up Shane, my brother. Hope you're well, man. Big up yourself. Hope you're good on this Thursday morning. Hope you're well, my guy. Make sure you guys subscribe to Shane as well. Doing his morning show at 10:30, man. So big up yourself, bro. Hope you're well, my guy. But yeah, this Madueke is sending me. My head is on Mars, bro. I can't lie. I just don't see any logical reason why we'd buy this guy. It's absolutely madness, man. Anthony Gordon, bro, is costing you 80 mil. He already signed for Newcastle. But yeah, that is very true, man. I just forgot about that as well, you know. I can't even lie. He did sign for 50 mil. Jesus Christ. Yeah, we're not getting him. We're not getting him, man. We'd have to sell Martinelli for a decent amount, like 50, 60, 70. And if the Saudi thing isn't legit, like Fabrizio Romano said, then I can't even see him going there, to be honest with you. And that's the only real team I can see paying that kind of money for him in this current market, because again, he's not had a great 2 seasons off the back of that 15 goal a season he had a couple of seasons ago. So yeah, I agree, man. It's going to be, yeah, that Gordon one. Gordon and Rodrigo are going to cost you 80. So you are going to have to sell someone, because again, if you're spending 60 plus, maybe 70 on Gyökeres, then getting 50 for Madueke, then you want Eze as well, bro. Remember, we've already bought Zubimendi and all these guys. And we've not sold anyone. We've not sold anyone yet. Like, we've not actually sold anyone. Only Nuno Tavares. But again, he was only 8 mil, and it's looking like Lazio want to sell him on for 30, 40, 50 to Saudi and all these other teams. So yeah, man, we've already sold him really. And again, that's not enough to really garner any kind of interest from any other players. So yeah, it's crazy. Big up Finn. Good morning, Chanza. How you doing on this spliffing day? I'm all good, brother. I hope you're well, my guy. I hope you're good. Make sure you smash the like, people, on this channel. I said, thanks, Shane. Up the Chels. Carlos on the wind up. Madueke got fast tracked to a big club. He's a Wolves, Palace, West Ham level. I agree, man. I agree for sure. I think he is, man. He came from PSV. It's so because you look at like Forest now, they're after Bakayoko. That's the kind of level he should have went to, like going from a PSV then to like a Forest or West Ham, like a Palace, like them got Fulham, like them kind of teams there, man. And then if you're good enough, a big team will come in for you. You got fast track to Chelsea. You got into the top 4 this season, but yeah, he's not a top 4 quality player, bro. So I just don't understand why we've signed him, man. Big up, Kurt. Big up yourself, brother. Hope you're well. Obviously, Arsenal can only ruin getting a top striker that people are excited for to get this guy, man. Only Arsenal can do that. Whoever you got in the Club World Cup, Kurt, with a laughing emoji. Real Madrid fans are already calling out their manager. He might not last this whole season. Yeah, listen, Real Madrid their fans don't mess about. They were on to Ancelotti. Ancelotti's won three Champions Leagues? He's won them. Bro, they were on him, bro. Like, bro, you need to fix up. And they won trophies last year. They won a few trophies last year, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't the league. It wasn't the Champions League. And yeah, Alonso, them type of what's the word? Them type of teams there, Barcelona, Real Madrid. There's certain teams you don't get bag of time at, man. Even like a Bayern Munich, you don't get bag of time if you don't win the league or look like you're not going to win the league in one season. You've only been there one season. You're out the door. Like then they're not saving you, bro. Like this is the thing, and I feel like again. People obviously in England need to adopt that mentality, like in terms of, bro, if you're not doing the business, you're not getting no project, you're not getting no phases, bro. We're in that time. We need to win. So if you're not delivering, off you go. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I don't blame it, man. I don't blame it for sure. Big up Darren, my brother, man. What's going on, bro? Big up Tops, typical Arsenal. Throwing off the pay path that massively improves our chances of winning trophies. To rummage through Chelsea's rubbish bin and pick up rubbish from the very bottom. Shake my head. 100% agree with you, Darren, man. Bro, it's right there. You've got Eze, you've got Gyökeres, you could potentially get Rodrigo, but if not, you could try and go for someone else like a Lookman. I won't be against that. That's cool. That's still an improvement on the left winging options we've got. And then we're ready to go, bro. You got your 10, you got your striker, you got your left-sided improvement, and then we go from there. But instead, we have to zero. It's like when we got Rice, everyone's happy. Then we get habits. It's like, huh? What are we doing? You're going off track. We don't need habits. Like, why are you spending 65 of our budget on this guy? We don't need him. And then he didn't work in midfield, and then you try to play him up front, and he's not clinical. So, bro, it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. Honestly, it's a mess, man. So, yeah, I don't know, bro. I'm just kind of just shaking my head and scratching my head, bro, because it just doesn't make any sense, man. It just doesn't make any sense what we're doing. We are a joke club. Listen, bro, we're moving like we don't want to win things. It's crazy because, again, you get a little bit of hope that we might be even going into the right direction. We actually might do what's required to get to a certain level. And then we just pull out this rubbish. Honestly, I'm hoping, please, Chelsea, just reject the deal. Just say, you know what, you want 60, 70 mil. Just say what you want, a load of money for this guy, and then we just pull out because, bro, it just doesn't make any sense, man. Courtois praising Dembele's pressing to throw shade at Mbappe. I won't be surprised if Real Madrid don't win the Champions League with him. Yeah, I know, man. I did see that. His press is amazing. He said, obviously, that quote. But yeah, bro, Mbappe, the problem with Mbappe is that Mbappe needs to be, he can't be the main guy. He has to be one of many main guys, innit? He can't be the sole focus because off the ball, he doesn't do enough. And again, he's always relying on that kind of ball in behind, or if he's dribbling, to be obviously 1v1 with his defender so he can isolate them and obviously score goals. Again, he's definitely got great talent, but I still don't think his game has developed from even the Monaco days. I can't lie, like he's scoring the same kind of goals. He was scoring 18, 19 at Monaco. I just don't think, even at the World Cup that year, I don't think his game's developed in terms of like, he's got off the ball. I'm not saying that everyone has to link up and do those type of things because obviously Haaland doesn't either. But what I'm saying is when you're trying to win a title as well or win the Champions League, you need to be selfless off the ball. And I don't think he is. I feel like, again, PSG had the same kind of issue. There's no coincidence. He left and they literally won it the next season. And then Real Madrid obviously didn't get to semi. So, yeah, I feel like there's definitely something in that, man. But 100%, bro, you have to work as a team. And especially with like a Xabi Alonso team, with the Bayer Leverkusen team, where they were very good off the ball. They were very good in terms of being hard to beat. Obviously, they were unbeaten in the league and obviously in the cup when they won it as well. So, yeah, I think to get that element again, if you want to try and replicate that Real Madrid, you need people that are going to sacrifice their bodies in terms of off the ball and try and defend as well as being obviously effective going forward, man. So, yeah, I think Mbappe is a massive problem. I don't think he works up front. I think you're better off playing him on the left, but then you got Vinicius there. Bro, honestly, man, this is why some of the best players on paper, they don't make the best team, like chemistry-wise, because, again, you've already got certain players that play in that position. You're bringing in another player that his favorite position or his best position is the same one. You're going to get some conflict there. So, I don't know, man. I feel like they're probably better off going with your man there, Garcia, up front, just because he just provides them a little bit of better balance, innit? compared to Mbappe. Even though Mbappe scores a load of goals for Real Madrid, I just think as a team, they just don't play as well in it. But yeah, that's just my opinion, man. PSG will slap Chelsea in the final. Fingers crossed, Kurt. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I think they will. I think they will beat them, to be fair. I think they will. I think they are the best team. Even if Chelsea win it, PSG are the best team in the world, man. Like, they've beaten teams comfortably in this tournament, in the Champions League. They won the Champions League the final 5-0. They just beat Real Madrid 4-0. They beat Atletico Madrid 4-0. Like, they're beating the so-called best teams in the competition or in Europe, like, very comfortably. So yeah, I would say they are. But you never know, man. They've already lost the game, PSG, to I can't remember the team now. The Brazilian team 1-0. So you never know, man. Chelsea with a header, penalty. You don't know. They win the 1-0, they defend. So, but we'll see, Kurt. We'll see. I said, have some respect, Darren. How are you saying we're rubbish from the bottom? Nah, he's on about obviously your players. He's on about the players that we're buying from you, I think. That are the rubbish, innit? That you don't want, kind of thing. And it will be without leaving in second gear too. Says Darren, man. We've got too many save space warriors to have that winning mentality, like sack the manager if he's winning trophies. 100% voodoo, though, man. 100%. If he's not doing the business, sack him and move on. There's no kind of attachment and sentiment that you should be having with managers, bro. Like, they're there to do a job. They're there to make your team successful. If they're not doing the job, then you just get another manager. That's it. Like, there's no kind of if, buts, and maybes, or we need to give him more time. Like, what for? Especially when he's not got a history of delivering. That's what makes it even worse. When you've got like an old manager like an Ancelotti or a Mourinho or whoever who's got a history, a back catalogue of winning trophies, you can understand them trying to stay with him a bit longer, do you know what I mean, than more other managers. Because it's like, we've seen you win before, and maybe you could get that kind of winning mentality again. But when you got a rookie manager or a manager that's not won anything major in their career, like, I don't understand this persistence of just keeping him just for the sake of it. It's just crazy to me. But yeah, I don't know, man, at all. I do not know. We'll beat PSG, says Carlos. He's very confident. I'm saying the player is rubbish, bro. Yeah. You have a few others too. Darren, I'm taking only 3 players from Arsenal from the Chelsea squad: Timber, Saka, and Saliba. I said, facts, bro. Their cult mutants will fancy the manager are the problem. PSG will have to have another Club World Cup to play in the winter. What? Are they still doing the winter one? That's crazy in that. I just want the money, badge, and bragging rights for 4 years. Listen, anything could happen. I can't dismiss and say you're definitely not going to win it. I still think PSG will win it if you have to ask me who's going to win it. But you never know, man. You never know. Again, shocks have happened. We've just seen Chris Pines beat Manchester City. So, yeah, and that's it. It's a one-off game, one-off final. Do you know what I mean? It literally just depends who turns up on a day. But you'd have to argue that they're obviously midfield and obviously their attack. It's going to be very difficult for you guys to keep them out on a regular basis. But you don't know. They might have a blunt, obviously, attack in terms of on that day they can't hit a barn door. We've seen it before in games, man. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that, man. But yeah, Arsenal obviously taking a mick with Madueke. We'll have to see how that develops probably today, because again we'll probably get some updates for sure. Question for the chat: Brian Ruiz in the 8 or stiff Declan Rice? Declan Rice is not an 8, man. He's a box-to-box guy, bro. We just shoehorn him in there because Havertz flopped. This is what I'm trying to say to you people. Like, we're making other plays worse because certain signings from the manager they're not banging, bro. They're not getting to the certain thing. Look at Marino, like another one that should have been in the 8. Didn't work out there. We have to play him up front. He's better up front because he's actually more clinical than Havertz. So there's a lot of things. There's a lot of mistakes in terms of how Arsenal are signing these players, and they're supposed to come in a certain position, and they're not being successful in that position. So we have to move them around, and then we're moving other players around to accommodate for them. So yeah, man, I think Declan Rice again in that double pivot with Zubimendi should be better for sure. But we'll see, man. Big up, Mister. He said, big up Timmy Tommy Tots, bro. Happy Nonny Thursday. Oh my god, bro. I seen big up Months again. I seen him call him Nonny Henry. What? Oh my god. Thierry Nonry, man. That's it. Thierry Nonry. That's crazy. Getting the 14 shirt. I feel sick, man. We got Carlos. He says, now jokes aside, Dembele's pressing will make Sanchez poo his pants. Now I hear it, bro. Listen, the pressing of all of them, even Kvaratskhelia, all of them together, bro. Especially with the midfield. But yeah, when you press in that triangle, man, you got to be certified on the ball. Otherwise, you're kicking it straight to them in it. So we see nothing. It was in the Ramos goal. They just gave the ball straight to them, and obviously it was a good finish. But yeah, man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. The pressing is madness, man. But we'll see, man. We'll see how tactically you settle for sure. But yeah, I said Madueke. Madueke came on as a sub, and the guy didn't want to get injured. Yeah, I seen someone put like a clip of his highlights. I think he came on the left, didn't he? And yeah, he was skipping over challenges. He wasn't going into 50-50s. Obviously, he still wants to go for this. And this is why you said like it's going to be very hard for him to obviously carry on at Chelsea when he's acting like this as well at the minute. hoping he gets a move to obviously Arsenal. So we'll see, man. We'll see what happens, bro. We'll see what happens. I said Thierry Nwaneri and 14 is nasty work, man. Nasty work. I can't believe if we sign this guy for 50. Think about it. We've given him a deal of 50, like a package of 50 million. They're saying nah. We want more than that. We want 55, potentially 60. I don't know. They said you have to start at 50, brother. If we give this team 120 million plus for Havertz and Madueke, oh my god. End the stream, Dave. End the stream, bro. What's going on? Madueke is for the dressing room. Arteta's gonna hate him. Brother, I'm telling you, in terms of his like mentality and obviously his personality, he's more similar to Aubameyang in terms of joker, messing about, not serious. You see how he does his press conferences, man. I'm sorry, his post-match interviews, bro. He's like he's chatting to the man, them. Like he's in the WhatsApp group, bro. He just don't take it seriously. Like, what's going on? I don't get it, bro. I actually don't get it. Also, fans already have a song lined up. Nonny. Oh man, Mr. Battle Rare. I can't believe it, bro. I can't have any joy in this life. This club actually hates me. I promise you they do. I promise you they do, bro. They don't want to see me happy. They don't. They can't, man. They can't. They give me a striker finally. And that's not even done, by the way. Actually, let me get onto that, man, because that's not even done. That's not even official. Do you know what I'm saying? That's not even official yet. That's not even, I think it will get done. But again, it's one of those things where when you don't hear any kind of updates and it's been a week, it's a bit like the Madueke, bit like the Mbeumo deal, where a month ago you're thinking, yeah, Man United are going to get that. It's coming to a conclusion. It's close. Month later, them man are still waiting. They've only got Cunha. It's sitting in the door, fam. And the preseason starts next week. It's like, what happened to all this rebuild, this transformative transfer summer where you're going to change the whole school? You're keeping the same man. You're not getting rid of all these guys you don't like. Your Dallows, your Maguires, your Luke Shaws. These guys are staying, bro. You're not getting rid of them. So he better work with them or he's getting the chop. So yeah, it's crazy, man. But on to Victor Gyökeres, fearing the worst over a £68 million transfer to Arsenal as worrying new details emerge. Victor Gyökeres is fearing that his move to Arsenal could still fall through. And should it fall through, he's making plans for how he can leave Sporting Lisbon this summer. So obviously he's still not going to training. He's supposed to start training on Friday. He said he's refusing. He wants to go to Arsenal. He's not coming back. He's not liked how Sporting have dealt with the situation. So apparently the gentleman's agreement he's had with one of the Sporting chief executives, apparently that executive's left now. He did that obviously at the start of last season. So yeah, now Sporting are not going to uphold that kind of agreement because again, the guy that made it is not there. So again, he's not happy with how they've dealt with the whole situation, man, which I can kind of agree with, to be honest with you. I can kind of agree with, man. It's a bro tops respect Nonny. He's had more trophies and finals than your squad. But hey, I can't even argue with it. I cannot even argue with it. I still don't rate him as a player like that, but I can't even argue that fact, my friend. So yeah, you're right. You are right. Chelsea Blue multi-club network is expanding nicely. Chelsea, Strasbourg, Brighton, and Arsenal. I said, land it, blood. Oh man, the banter is crazy, man. This is what happens when you don't win trophies, bro. People just ban you in it. That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. Just have to firm it, man. But yeah, Victor Gyökeres will look to secure a loan deal late in the window with claims that the talks between Sporting and Arsenal have reached an impasse. The Swedish international has made it clear that he wishes to join the Gunners this summer and has no intention of playing for his current side ever again. Manchester United have been credited with interest previously, but also have been long in pole position to land his signature. The sporting director, Andrea Berta, was in Portugal to try and strike an agreement, but the record claimed that negotiators have left Lisbon with the two clubs still wide apart in their valuations, man. This is kind of a conflicting report because obviously a lot of the reports are coming out saying it's only €5 million, which is not a lot. That's not a wide, apart in variation, man. So I don't know if there's kind of a little bit of fear mongering here, but we'll see. A deal now being completed will rely on one of two sides finally making a compromise, with the reports in Portugal suggesting Arsenal are willing again to walk away from negotiations. And it said that the Gyökeres and his representation are now fearing the worst, that a deal may not be completed. Should it not become a reality, he will look to fix up a loan move to a fellow European club, with a striker adamant he will not appear for Sporting again. That is the same move that Victor Osimhen opted for last summer. When there was no resolution to his future, it became clear that he was surplus to requirements. And Napoli and the Nigerian and the Nigerian headed to Turkey to play for Galatasaray for the season, where he was prolific. Reports in the Sun claim that Jose Mourinho's Fenerbahce are among the clubs that are keeping tabs on Gyökeres, who needs a loan move this summer. Juventus have been monitoring the situation also. I can't see him going on loan, man. They're definitely going to sell him for whatever price, innit? There's no way they're just going to loan him out. So I don't know if I believe that, to be fair. But yeah, man, big up everyone tuning in, man. The blue green, bro, I'm telling you, man. The blue beanie comes out when I'm not happy, bro. The blue beanie, bro. You refuse to listen, Tops. That it comes out when I'm fuming. Just pay the money for Gyökeres. We always penny pinch to try and get deals cheaper, then lose out. We do not learn from the past. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Man said, Talk Sporting report, you're about to give up on Gyökeres because of his demands. I love this game with a laughing emoji. I'm hoping that's not true, man. This needs to be done. This needs to be done, man. There's no way it can be 5 million euros and we walk away from the deal. How does that make logical sense? When we're willing to negotiate with Chelsea for a 55 million pound player and we bid it 50. Why don't you use some of that money for this guy? How about that? How about that? Because we need a striker more than a right winger cover. Do we not? Because he's going to be a starter, the striker. So yeah, it makes no sense to me at all, man. Again, this Arsenal PR has stunk to high heaven. It's not been great. It's not been great. It's not been great at all. I can't lie. I also want to add a number 9 this summer, and I've turned their attention from RB Leipzig, Benjamin Sesko, to Gyökeres after scoring a staggering 97 goals in 102 games for Sporting since August 2023. Also remain locked in talks with this club who want their asking price of 60 million upfront with 8 million in add-ons to follow that. Bro, that is a reasonable price, man. If you want to pay 50 for Madueke, 68 or 60 upfront for Gyökeres, a striker that you're hoping gets you over the line, not in terms of obviously the Premier League, but any trophy, bro, it's suffice. You pay 65 for habits, bro. Like, what's going on here? Personal terms are already in place for a 5-year deal and add-ons on the date related to goal and trophy bonuses. So yeah, man. I mean, I don't know if he's hitting the trophy bonuses. I can't even lie. I can't even lie, brother. That might be a team that don't get hit. I'll be real. Gyökeres has as it's claimed. He's told the Portuguese club that he will never play for them again in an attempt to push through the deal. He will also boycott the preseason training after clashing with the team's hierarchy. Sporting players returned on Monday, but Gyökeres has been given an extra few days to fix up and move away. The anger stems from the belief that the Portuguese champions have gone against a gentleman's agreement to allow him to leave this summer for around £60 million, despite his current contract running into 2028. But club bosses have claimed that that was never the case, and they want to retain their top talent. Yeah, there's definitely some Fugazi's things going on there, man. Because again, if he's adamant that he was being told he's going to be let go, and now you're saying that was never the case, he was going to keep him. Nah, no way, man. He was always obviously he was linked to be moving away last year, and he just didn't come to pass. So yeah, it's crazy. No way, Nicholas Jackson. That cannot be right. That cannot be right. What's your source, man? What's your source? There's no way that's right, man. Nicholas Jackson to Arsenal. No way. Man said, if you end with Noni and go back in for Sesko, honestly, sickening. Arsenal will sign Callum Wilson, DCL, bro, or Mateta. Oh my God, Nicholas Jackson to Arsenal. No way. Let me double check this. See, I know the thing. And this is the thing. I can't even say 100% because this club is just. Oh my God, Nico Jackson, the Arsenal. I'm not seeing anything. Oh yeah. So yeah, maybe it's just a Twitter rumor, But yeah, big up everyone in the comments. I'll make sure you guys smash the like button. But yeah, in terms of Gyökeres, I feel like this deal will get done. I feel like it will get finished and finalized. But yeah, it's a lot of waiting around, man. It's a lot of waiting around. And I feel like, again, the longer you leave it and the longer, obviously, these clubs are waiting around in terms of because obviously they're going to want the money to try and get a replacement in as soon as possible. Their preseason starts. Obviously, they've already started training, but I'm guessing their preseason starts next week or whatever. So they're going to be wanting that kind of money to come in to try and get a new star striker as well. So, bro, we need to get moving on. Our preseason starts in what? We go off to Singapore, I think, in 9 days or something. I think it's the 19th of July. Obviously, Arteta said he wants the guy in, the striker in, ready for preseason, bro. And time's ticking. Time is ticking, brother. So I'm hoping, like I said before, that the deal is 2 or 3 days behind and it's already been sorted, but the media is just taking a bit slower to really kind of get a hold of what's actually happening. Fingers crossed. But yeah, this is what I mean. Fabrizio did say, here we go anytime soon, but I think he said that to cover himself for the simple fact that he said that Sunday. It's now Thursday. There's not been any here we go. So what's the hold up, brother? What is the hold up, my guy? we'll have to wait and see, man. But yeah, it's looking stinky at the minute. I'll be real. It's looking stinky, man. Nicholas Jackson to Arsenal. If they do that as well, imagine we get 3 Chelsea players in the same window, same transfer window. 3 Chelsea players in the same transfer window. Oh, what is this? What is this life? Why do I deserve this much pain? Like, honestly, it just doesn't make any sense. What have I done to this team? Oh my God. They just don't want to see me happy. They don't want to see me happy at all. I'm telling you, man. But yeah, I'm just trying to work my head around it. If we get Gyökeres and get Madueke, is that going to be the end of the deals? Potentially, I think possibly we probably will stop there, you know. I think we'll probably get Mascara in as well, maybe towards the end of the window, and that might be it. There might be no Eze, bro, because I don't know, man. How much Arsenal are going to willing to spend? It's just dependent on obviously how much I think sell for sure as well, and because we're not very good sellers, and that's another thing actually. Let me go on to another obviously reported news. I don't know how true it is in terms of where is it? In terms of this guy, man, the forgotten guy, man, I'm calling him Teabag from Prison Break, bro. Fabio Vieira, obviously, he's been linked with a move to Parma. Reports in Italy suggest Parma are interested in Fabio Vieira from Arsenal. The 25-year-old spent last season on loan at his former club Porto, scoring 5 goals, providing 6 assists. That is terrible, by the way. That is terrible, man. And this is what I'm saying. That is terrible, you know. The guy's Portuguese. He's from Porto. He plays in that division already before we signed him. And man got 5 goals, bro, in all comps. Oh my God, yeah, get rid of this guy, man. This is one of the worst signings I think we've ever made. Honestly, bro, that is horrific. However, the Portuguese side announced his departure and returned to the North London club last week with no indication they'll be interested in a more permanent move. I don't blame them with them kind of stats, man. Vieira struggled for minutes under Mikel Arteta and never really nailed down a position, although the Arsenal boss explained the decision to send him out on loan was to ensure a pathway that was cleared for the emergence of Nwaneri. This summer, he's a player very much in the departure lounge, along with players like Zinchenko, Reece Nelson, I forgot about Kyle Hein, and Samuel Lokonga. Even with Kyle Hein, man, obviously he had a decent season in La Liga. Bro, we should be getting some decent money for him, man. Like at least 10 to 15, surely. Do you know what I'm saying? International as well. For I think he plays for, is it Estonia or something? But yeah, international as well, man. We should be getting some decent money for him. But yeah, it says the Gunners are looking for a fee of 20 million euros, which is about 17 million pounds. Listen, if we can get that for him, obviously it's half of what we paid for him. But bro, I'll take it. I can't lie, because again, brother, this guy's been stinking out for a minute now. I'll be honest, man. 3 Chelsea players in one transfer window. I could get. I get to Mud Colin with a laughing emoji. This Berta cat is a fraud. Listen, he is, man. Listen, if he gets the Gyökeres thing, okay, cool. That is definitely your signing, isn't it? Because we weren't even linked with this brother until he came in, to be fair. So that will be his signing, and he's better than Sesko, in my opinion. I'll be more gassed that we got him than Sesko. So again, you'll get a few points for that. But if you counter that with Madueke and then getting Jackson and all these, what? Brother, it's crazy, man. Big up Mr. Battle. Says Eze is probably rethinking the Arsenal idea. Looking at your window, bro. Maybe, man. Maybe. Obviously, it's the thing as well is that because we're taking so long with these other kind of deals, I know we're trying to do a lot at the same time. But again, it's just our own fault because we've just been so negligent in the last transfer windows. We've got to rebuild our midfield, get a new striker in, get 2 new wingers in. Because in the last 3 windows, we should have rebuilt the midfield in one of them, got a new striker in the other one, and got new wingers in the other one. And then now we probably would have got just backup players. So yeah, it's our own fault. But yeah, I feel like, again, when you're looking at the fact that we're trying to do all these deals at the same time, it could be a thing, yeah, where he's looking at it thinking, do I wait for someone else? Obviously, Bayern Munich are sniffing around. Musiala's going to be out for, what, 5 to 6 months now after obviously breaking his leg. Could be an opportunity there to link up with Elise as well. They're still good friends. Brother, you've got to be weighing up your options thinking, you know what, is it even the case of me even kind of staying at Palace for another season? I know they could potentially get relegated to the Conference League, which is obviously not ideal for them. After obviously Leon got back up into Ligue 2 or Ligue 1 from Ligue 2. So yeah, he's one of those ones, man, where he's probably just looking and thinking and just weighing up his options for sure. Eze asked his agent for Chelsea, but we don't want him. So you got a load of number 10s anyway. That's probably the position he would play. You got Palmer in there. You just got João Pedro who can play in there as well. You got obviously Nkuku's going to leave, but again, he's another one he decided to keep. He could play there too. So I think in that position you've got a load of players in there, man. And I think for you guys, you probably want again more wide options, especially if you're going to be alternating between Champions League and Premier League. You probably want more stronger wide options there because again, Modric's not going to be playing for you guys again and Sancho has gone back on loan. So yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But yeah, back to the news about where is it? Fabio Vieira. Carl, yeah, see, a key component for this report interest is the fact that former Arsenal coach, big up Carlos Sierra, bro, doing the Lord's work, said, you know what, come over these sides, bro, after he got appointed head coach. Obviously, he was our former assistant, but he's obviously a head coach at Parma, so he knows the player well, and he might have the potential of bringing him to Serie A. Bro, do the thing, man. We need the money. It's still a bit vague, but it doesn't sound massively implausible, so it's fairly neutral. Poo meter for this one. Oh, they do a thing where they look at the articles and if it's a done deal or a poo. That's kind of funny, actually. But yeah, man, crazy. But yeah, in terms of Fabio Vieira, he's definitely someone we need to get rid of, man, for sure. Like again, link with the part and move to Parma. If we could get 17 million pounds for him, we would have had a solid. To be fair, because I thought we were going to get like a packet of crisps and some Kit Kat chunkies for this guy. This guy's been not good for Arsenal at all, man. And the fact that we got him instead of Vitinha in the same team, and we could have probably got Vitinha for cheaper, is crazy work for sure. Well, big up everyone tuning in, man. Make sure you guys smash the like button on the video. Obviously, Arsenal linked with the move to Madueke. Arsenal linked with obviously selling off Fabio Vieira as well, potentially. Obviously, they all joined pre-season. Or the start of the training for preseason. Yesterday, we've seen the pictures out. Several players obviously already spent time with Mikel Arteta in Spain, but this is the first opportunity for new signings Gyökeres and Martin Zubimendi to be integrated into the wider group. The players were put through their paces. Obviously, Max Dalman was included as well, who turned 16 until December. He was given the 56 shirt as well. He's already hinted, Arteta, that he's going to be part of the upcoming tours for Singapore and Hong Kong. Obviously, we've got AC Milan first, then Newcastle, and then Tottenham in Singapore and Hong Kong. And then we go back to the Emirates for the Emirates Cup against Villarreal. And then we've got another game against Athletic Bilbao. So, yeah, we've got a few preseason games before the season starts. So, hopefully, we can see a few players that we haven't seen a lot of. Meanwhile, Sammy Lokonga returned to training, man, wearing the 28 shirt, having lost his old 23 shirt to Mikel Merino while on loan to Seville. Despite being expected to leave in the coming weeks, the Belgian posted a positive. Bro, if this is our number 8, we're not going to get Elise and just get this guy instead, man. Bro, he's going to be like a new signing. Big up Arsene Wenger for that quote, man. Like a new signing, bro. Crazy. 8 players were not pictured during the session, and are assumed to be absent for various reasons. That group includes David Raya, Karl Hein, the injured trio of Jesus, Gabriel, obviously Magalhaes, and Reece Nelson, as well as Fabio Vieira and Ethan Nwaneri, who are enjoying a well-earned break following their involvement at the Club World Cup. And the UEFA under-21 Euros, respectively. Okay, so I'm guessing Tim must be back in training, and that's good news then, because I thought potentially he might miss the start of the season, but it looks like he might be back for sure. But yeah, Gabriel Magalhaes, man, you got to obviously ease him in. Obviously, Jesus is not going to be back for a minute, and I think even Reece Nelson tore his hamstring as well. So there's a lot of people, man, not in there, man. Make sure you guys smash the like button as well, man. Only on 8 likes. What were you guys doing, man? Get this up to double figures if you're here, man. Smash up the like button on the video, man. It really helps the channel. Just before I say that. But yeah, with the Gunners not due to fly to Asia for another 10 days, there's a good chance a behind-the-closed-door friendly could be arranged over the weekend or next week. There's also time to make progress on the recruitment front. Christian Norgard's arrival from Brentford should be announced by the end of the week of play on Friday. So apparently it's going to be announced today. I see obviously Arsenal unpinned their tweet. So yeah, it's probably going to be sometime today, man, I would reckon. Maybe midday or something. He was pictured at the training ground yesterday, and Andre Berta is pushing hard to complete the deals of Noni Madueke and Victor Gyökeres, man. Crazy work, man. Crazy work, people. Crazy work, man. Big up, obviously, everyone tuning in, man. Make sure you guys smash the like button, like I said, man. But yeah, that's Arsenal back, obviously, in charge in terms of them playing a good hand of obviously training and obviously behind the scenes in terms of potentially playing behind the scene kind of friendly, man. But we'll see how the team integrate it together, to be honest with you, because again, we've kind of got a whole new midfield now in terms of if we get no God's going to be announced. We've got Zubimendi in, how they're going to play with the new kind of players that they're going to be playing with. Max Dalman is another obviously kind of midfield, kind of forward kind of player. So again, if he's going to be integrated into the team, how will he play and how well will he play as well? And this is a case of, even though he's only still 15, 16, could he actually be a part of the squad? And again, we've seen the likes of even before in the past, when we've had the likes of Iwobi and Smith Rowe, and obviously recently with Ethan and Lewis Skelly. These guys that impress in preseason do normally get a spot in the squad, man. Again, because they've just done so well. So that is definitely something to look out for, sure. But yeah, another piece of news, man, that really got my head hot, bro. It really got my head hot. How am I seeing Arsenal, bid for Madueke? And then in the same, it's about 10 minutes later, bro. I'm seeing this news drop. What is going on? Spurs agree a 54.5 deal to buy Mohamed Kudus from West Ham. 55. This is what we're paying for Madueke, brother. This is Kudus, man. A guy that I definitely wanted a couple of seasons ago. Didn't have a great season last year, but still a quality player. A player that can play multiple positions, including the left 8, left wing, and right wing is obviously his preferred position. But brother, Tottenham are signing Kudus, man. He will sign a 6-year deal subject to a medical. Apparently, the medical is going to be today, and the announcement could be today as well. So yeah, West Ham want at least, 6 signings. West Ham. I must raise funds. That's crazy, bro. Maybe Bowen might be available as well, then, bro. If they want to get 6 signings in the door, you've got to have a look at that, man, for sure. Because again, that is a lot of signings they need to do in a small space of time. Tottenham have reached an agreement to sign Mohamed Kudus from West Ham for £54.5 million. What, brother? That is a lot of money, man. That is a lot of money. Kudus is enjoyed. Kudus is due to undergo a medical on Thursday and will sign a 6-year deal. The Ghanaian attacker will become the first player to leave West Ham for Spurs since Scott Parker in 2011. I didn't even realize they didn't mess with each other like that, man. That's a long time to not get one player from either side. That's crazy. West Ham's decision to sell Kudus to their London rivals is down to their need to revamp their squad without inviting a potential breach of Premier League PSR regulations, man. Sources at the London club are adamant that the West Ham must sell to buy. They want a goalkeeper, a left-sided centre-back, a left wing back, and 2 midfielders and a striker in the one window, bro. Good luck, because I don't think they've got one yet. So yeah, it's crazy, man. They're spending some peas. I'll be real. They're spending some money, man. Kudus had an £85 million release clause valid for the Premier League sides for the first 10 days of July, but West Ham will always like to accept a lower fee. To be fair, when you look at the release clause that they've inserted and the fact they've got him for 55, the Tottenham have done a good job. As I hate to admit, but they've done a good job for sure, man. Getting that kind of deal. And I'm surprised he wants to go there, to be honest with you, especially with other teams sniffing around. Man said Kudus is a pagan. I know you wanted Kudus. I know you guys, you done CFC. You guys were the other guy yesterday in my chat saying, run me the Kudus money. You're not getting Kudus blood. Yeah, signing the 6-year deal at Spurs, my bro, you're cooked. Honestly, man, it's crazy because, again, it's one of those ones because it's David Levy as well. We see what happened with Harry Kane as well, bro. Once he signed that big contract, you were getting out of it. You had to just run that thing down to the final year, bro. Yeah, he messed up with that. So, yeah, I agree, man. As soon as you get that contract, whenever you want to leave, man, they ain't letting you go until you're getting, like, mad money for sure. I can't believe the Kudus for 55 mil. What a still great signing, man. I say you can't cook me tops. Listen, bro, that Kudus still, I know you wanted it, bro. I know you needed it, man. I know you were looking for the Kudus still to be completed, man. You were telling Arsenal to hurry up so you can go and get. It's not happening, man. Unless you get someone else who's better than Kudus, then yeah, it's going to be one of those things where it's a missed opportunity, man. Because I feel like he would have done well for you guys as well. But he's going to Tottenham Hotspur. So yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, man, obviously, again, they need to sell assets to get some more players in. Obviously, it's 6 players they need to get in. Spurs have made the strongest push for the 24-year-old and had a £50 million bid rejected. So it was only literally £5 million more. Maybe the structure was going to be different as well. The payment is to spread over 3 years. West Ham are comfortable with allowing Kudus to leave, reasoning that he's their best player on the right. The same position as the captain, Jared Bowen. Graham Potter does not feel that Kudus is capable of playing in the central role in the Premier League. It is understood Kudus was twice late for training this week and had requested a transfer. So he's trying to get a move out the door. Fair, man. It's one of them. You're going to do what you'll do, bro. If you're going to force down the move to get what you want, then, bro, you have to do it. You know what I'm saying? You have to do it. Kudus impressed after joining West Ham from Ajax for, bro, I didn't realize that much, £37 million. But at least they're making a decent amount of profit, maybe nearly £20 million more in the space of 2 seasons. And last season, he didn't have a good season at all. But he struggled last season, like you said. He clashed with the Potter's predecessor, Lopetegui, and managed 4 goals in all comps. Wow, that is crazy. He served a lengthy ban after a red card during a 4-1 defeat to Tottenham last October. 4 goals all comps is mad. The dismissal has not stopped Tottenham from going for him. Kudus will boost Thomas Frank's options in the final third, and his arrival represents a show of intent as Spurs look to rebuild after replacing Ange Postecoglou with the Dane. So yeah, very good move, man. I can't lie. I can't even hate or bantering them or whatever. Very good move. I do rate the player. I think he'll be doing well for Tottenham. And potentially on the right-hand side, you're looking like he's going to replace the likes of Brendan Johnson. I know they gave back Timo Werner, who was not great anyway. Son, who normally plays on the left, he could be out the door too. So, yeah, I know they're linked with a few other players as well. So, it's one of those ones, man, where you look at Spurs and you're thinking, okay, they're finally making some moves here. And they're strengthening their attack, man. And you're seeing what's happening. And this is what used to happen back in the day. There any kind of players that are doing well for like a smaller team, whether it's a Brentford or a Bournemouth or a Brighton or whatever, they're just getting nabbed, bro. Wolves, they're just getting nabbed by all these top teams, man. Crystal Palace is another one. And it makes sense, man, because when you got players that are getting, they're getting 19, 20 league goals, then it's very, very crucial to obviously try and strengthen your squad with that kind of firepower, man. Also, as well, Tottenham could offer Brentford 4 players in the Vissa transfer swap. Tottenham are also interested in a move for Johan Vissa. But again, I don't think this is obviously linked with the Kudus move, so I think they're trying to get both, which again would be 2 good signings, man. It's the transfer rumor that Brentford fans would have been dreading from the moment Thomas Frank left to join Tottenham. Obviously, the Dane is now trying to get Vissa, one of his key players he established for the Bees as a Premier League force. Vissa, who joined from Laurent in 2021, has scored 49 goals in 100. That's good, you know. 50 goals in 129 games for Brentford, man, is very good. He recorded his most prolific season in England in campaign. Oh, he got 20, did he? I swear he already got 19. But yeah, he got 20 league strikes with Oli Salah, Isaac, and Erling Haaland scoring more. According to the BBC, Vissa is said to be keen on a move following approach from Spurs, with the North London club now weighing up how to structure their bid. They're spending the cash, man. Maybe they're not going to get a proper out-and-out striker, but he's definitely someone that can definitely play up there for sure. Brentford reportedly value the Congo forward at £50 million, but Express Sport looks at 4 players that Spurs could potentially offer in a swap deal to reduce the fee, man. So yeah, this could be a potential where he kind of swaps it for sure, man. I said Brendan Rodgers is on the short list after Madueke. One more winger is coming in with a laughing emoji. Spurs also interested in Vissa. Yeah, big up Godfrey. Burner. Oh yeah, he's left, bro. They didn't want him to obviously sign on a permanent deal, man. He was on 2 loans for 2 seasons in a row, and yeah, they didn't rate him in it. I said Spurs to win the league. You've lost it, bro. Big up Mr. Man. I said Joke Club. I don't know if you're on about Arsenal. I'm assuming you're on about Arsenal with the Madueke news and the Madueke news in the title. So yeah, big up yourself, bro. Listen, I've already gone on my rant about getting Madueke makes no sense and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I completely agree with you, bro. Like this club, they just don't want to make the proper moves necessary to really establish themselves as a proper force in the Premier League and Champions League, man. If losing the Brian and Mbeumo to Manchester United would be a hammer blow, then Vissa's departure will leave Brentford desperately short of forward power. Also, they've lost Norgard as well. Listen, they could be cooked, you know. They could be fried up, man. I'll be real. I'm thinking about it now. Like, they lost their manager and, 3 key players. It'll be interesting to see if they let Mbeumo. And, I mean, it's hard to say if they let them go because, again, because it's bigger clubs by name coming in for them, it's hard to keep them at the club because they just want to caught in it. Which you know what I'm saying. So they might have to let them go, man. And now you've not got the manager there as well. Because Keith Andrews is very, very inexperienced in terms of managing in the Premier League. So they might be favourites to go down. I can't lie. But yeah, Spurs are already strengthened by the permanent signing of Matthias Tell this summer. I could easily appease. Bruh, but even forgot they had Richarlison. You know, oh my days, I forgot they even had him, man. The 28-year-old has impressed sporadically since joining from Everton, but injuries have happened. Yeah, he's been injured all the time, to be fair. If Brentford can keep him fit, though, then the firing Richarlison still has much to offer in the Premier League. Richarlison to Brentford wouldn't be a bad swap, to be fair. If they can keep him fit, he'll start every game. They can start him up front. I feel like, again, he needs to be the main guy at the team rather than being a bit part player. I think he's the kind of guy that needs like momentum and rhythm and stuff like that. And he has potential. Obviously, he's got that amazing goal for Brazil. Was that in the World Cup? I think it was the over kick in the last World Cup. So yeah, he does have still potential, but 28, man, he needs to try and get a solid move and just be the starting guy and just stay fit. It won't be like for like, but speculation is mounting for Pedro Porro to depart from Tottenham this summer. At 25, the Spanish international could yet have his peak years ahead of him, and if the right back does not want to leave, then using him to offset the cost of Wissa would be make perfect sense. Brian Gill is not just the forward ranks where Brentford are being raided this summer. Key midfielder Christian Norgard is also expected to complete a move to Arsenal, a departure Spurs can capitalize on. Yeah, Brian Gill could obviously slot in there. He's been on loan a few times as well, so yeah, that could be one. Despite being capped at senior level by Spain, Bryan Gil has been loaned out 3 times to La Liga clubs since signing in 2021. He impressed for Girona in Spain last season, deployed both in the centre of the park and wide left. The 24-year-old involved in the deal could provide a shrewd move for both signings, man. So yeah, that's another one that you think, wow, this could be an actual good signing for sure. Someone got a, oh, Damsgaard is cold, bro. I've been saying this. Damsgaard is a good player, man. Very good player. He's probably one of their last kind of star players until they've got left now. If Visser and Buemo, obviously Norgard was a captain. If they all go, the manager's gone. Yeah, it could be. Flacken's left as well, ain't he? The keeper. So, bro, they're looking like a different team, man. They're looking like a different team for sure. Big up everyone tuning in, man. Make sure you guys smash the like buttons for sure. Tops, you have addressed the main issue. Can Madueke play in an inverted fullback position? Brother, listen, we need a new right. Well, we need a right back cover now. So, listen, don't be surprised if you play right back and inverted in the right back situation, man. But honestly, man, Madueke coming in, it just doesn't make any sense. Like I said before, man, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. We got Darren, man. He said we are a joke club. Capital letters, man. Man's not happy. Gyökeres literally wrecked his whole Portuguese life for us, and we are walking away for 5 million. Are you for real? Yeah, 100%, man. Man got rid of his gyal. Man's striking at work. You know, man's gone rogue, bro. Man's like, yeah, get me out of this country. I'm out of Portugal, bro. Get me to Arsenal. And we're dilly-dallying, apparently. We're dilly-dallying, man. I'm hoping we get some breaking news today, guys, man. I feel like, again, we need to get some positive news. It just seems like one day it's good, and then sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe, you know, the rest, bro. So, yeah, it's crazy, man. It's just back and forth at the minute. So, yeah, it's mad. Man said, so what happened to Ben White being better than Reece James? You both. So, Ben White, bro. Ben White's been injured for the last year, bro. But that season, he definitely was, man. He was the best right back in that season for sure. That 2022-2023 season for sure, man. He definitely was. Add Damsgaard to your midfield tops. Odegaard, Norgard, Damsgaard equals perfect guard of honor settings. Yeah, listen, all the guards in there, man. It's you know when you get the Pokemon cards, bro, and they just evolve Pikachu to Raichu in them, man. Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard. That's what it just sounds like, bro. Damsgaard to Norgard to Odegaard, like, bro. Pokemon settings, man. Digimon settings, bro. Digimon used to be bad, by the way. Underrated. But yeah, listen, bro. The guards are just guarding at the minute. I feel like we just got too many. It's going to be confusing, man, for sure, man. But yeah, for me, like I said, man, we just need to get... man said, Mr. Battle Red with the cook. Nah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah, the guard of honor, man. Yes, last season again is madness, bro. Absolutely madness. Another winger that Spurs could offload is bro. I forgot I even had this guy, Solomon, man. He was highly rated at Shakhtar Donetsk 2 years ago, but he's only made 6 appearances. And obviously spent last campaign on loan at Leeds. However, he left Ellen Roda here after scoring the last gas winner at Plymouth on the final day, which obviously led them to winning the championship title. Wouldn't be a direct replacement for Wissa, but could help fill in the void if Mbeumo got his Manchester United move. Yeah, crazy. So, yeah, it'd be interesting, man. I don't feel like Brentford will probably accept any of those plays. Maybe Richarlison, because that would be kind of a striking force that's obviously played in the Premier League that could fit in and maybe obviously do well for Brentford. But yeah, man, you're losing Wissa and then Mbeumo and the manager and the captain in the one window is kind of crazy, man. You're definitely getting literally raided 100%, man. So, yeah, I think they're just got to be careful. They just don't sell all of their top players. Like if Damsgaard goes as well, which I'm surprised no one's sniffing at. And maybe it's another season where some people will be sniffing at him because, again, he's definitely a top player. Definitely a top player. But yeah, man, it's one of those ones, where it's like, bro, like if you're not getting the proper players in, then it just doesn't make any sense, man. Do you know what I'm saying? To get rid of these players, even if they want to leave, you got to make sure you get top dollar for them, and you got to get these top like level replacements in. I know they've got their striker. I can't remember what his name. He was injured for the majority of last season. I think he's Brazilian. They got him in, so maybe he could do a thing. But yeah, it's crazy, man. This season is already screwed. Shake my head. Remove the Emirates. Is Lingard. Oh man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But yeah, big old Darren, man. I feel your pain, bro. It just feels like in terms of how Arsenal are moving, it's not great, if I'm being honest, man. It's not great at all. But yeah, it's one of those ones, bro. Like you just gotta think, hopefully they can come through and try and get the better players in. But at the minute, man, it's looking dire. Looking dire, man. Looking dire, bro. Looking very, very dire. But yeah, man, big up everyone tuning in, man. Make sure you guys smash the like button on the video. I said, on a serious note, this transfer window as a 10th of delight is an absolute shambles for Arsenal. Not looking at it, not looking at all like you're closing the gap to the City and Liverpool. In fact, compromising top 4 chances now. Yeah, bro, I agree, man. And again, this is why I say the PR for this transfer window has been an absolute mess. Like, it's been terrible in terms of what fans were actually looking for you to do to really kind of galvanize them and get them excited for the season. It wasn't getting in squad players, even though we needed to do that. I understand that, but because the club, like I said, has got a terrible track record of doing what's required in a transfer window, we're not moved by these kind of these signings, man. You kind of got all the excitement out of the Zubomendi thing because you kept announcing it that we're going to sign him, and we didn't sign him until obviously last week. Then the Kepa and Norgard are obviously replacements or backup options. So yeah, man, I feel like there's no one in there, even from like an Arsenal fan and a rival fan. They're looking like, oh, Arsenal have improved because they've got a new striker, they've got a new left winger, they've got a new number 10, they've got a new right wing. Like, do you know what I mean? There's nothing there, bro. It's a few squad fillers, and maybe Zubomendi could fill in and be better than we had last season, but you just don't know. It's not a guarantee. So yeah, man, it's yeah, on a serious note, like, it is looking a bit dark at a minute. Obviously, listen, football, it can change quickly. You get a few good signings in, and then the optimism obviously lifts off straight away, especially if it's that striker and maybe like an Eze comes in, and then you're like, okay, we're looking a bit better now. But until you do it, you're always going to be in this position where you're just like, oh my God, are we actually going to achieve this? Are we actually going to do this, man? So yeah, I fully hear what you're saying, Mr. Battle Red. I feel like Liverpool are definitely equipped to win it again. There's rumors as well about Nketiah possibly going to Newcastle, which could indicate that Isak might be on his way out. Is he the replacement for Callum Wilson, or is he going to be the main striker? Obviously, Nketiah and Isak stylistically do look similar. So, oh man, if Liverpool get Isak as well, oh my God, we're finished. We are finished, fam. Oh my God, we are finished. So yeah, it's one of those ones you got to keep an eye on for sure. But for me personally, I feel like Arsenal got still a lot. Well, they've got a lot of work to do, man. We're announcing obviously another player today, but even with the 3 players we've announced, it doesn't move me, bro. I can't lie, it just doesn't. Until you get those attacking signings in that actively look like they're going to strengthen our team, not a Madueke, not a backup, not someone that you're going to overspend for, then that's when you start to get excited and maybe say it's definitely going to be a 3-horse race. At the minute, it's 2-horse, man. At the minute, because the Liverpool Man City got better managers than us, and also they've got a better squad than us, man, in terms of they've both got attackers that can score 20+ goals, Salah and Haaland. They've both got midfield options that are obviously versatile. They've both got players obviously on the wing that can deputize and obviously rotate and go in different directions in terms of being on the left and right. We struggle to get back up cover for Saka. So yeah, in every metric they're ahead of us, man. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's only really the defense you could argue maybe it's just as good, but again, we've seen having a good defense only isn't enough to win you a major. Do you know what I'm saying? You have to have a prolific attack as well. So yeah, otherwise there's just no point. Newcastle got Elanga 55 and working on Nketiah. Guess where they're gonna get? Yeah, listen, it's looking, bro. Listen, man. Listen, I just can't see them getting Nketiah for 80 mil and they're gonna have him and Isak, bro. That don't make no sense either. That don't make no sense either, bro. Like, you're gonna let Callum Wilson go on a free and get, and listen, they do need a backup striker because they can't just rely on Isak in it, especially in the Champions League. But to get another player like that, similar to the stylistically, I don't know, it seems a bit sus to me. Seems like they're kind of preparing for Isak to be off the door, man. But oh man, dear. Obviously, Hannah Zuma, I've just dropped something as well before I leave. Let me have a look at this. Oh man, I don't know if that's good news or not. Big up everyone in the chat, man. Make sure you guys smash the like button on the video, man, and subscribe to the channel if you're new as well. Obviously I do the 9 a.m. show, and then I show it in the afternoon at 2. So yeah, make sure you come back for that as well. So yeah, just quickly dropped. My understanding as of yesterday night was that talks remain positive between Arsenal and Sporting Lisbon. Gyökeres told the president yesterday he won't return to preseason again. Very important to stress no club-to-club agreement yet. Arsenal have backup options. So yeah, still no agreement yet, according to obviously Hannah Virzel. And yeah, the fact you're saying Arsenal have backup options, it ain't a good sign, man. There's no this could be a PR disaster. I'm telling you, fam. There's no way we cannot get this guy over the line and get like a backup, like an Ollie Watkins or someone else. Oh, mate. Oh, man. Oh, bro, that'd be crazy if that happens, man. I'll be absolutely mental if that actually happens. Man, I'm just deep in it now, man. Jeez. Yeah. Not serious, man. Well, what you saying about Nwaneri and all this Madueke, bro? Bro, I don't know, man. And this is the thing where when people are trying to have a go at man, obviously when Yeri's saying, "Oh, he's young, he shouldn't be obviously questioning game time." I completely agree with him in terms of asking, "What is my path here? Like, how am I going to get into the first team? Like, I'm going to be a bit hesitant if you're getting all these attackers. When are you going to play me and in what position?" So I don't know, man. I still feel like we want to play him in that 8/10, which again is there is a lot of wiggle room, especially if you don't get Eze for him to play there. So I think there is definitely an option to play him in that kind of 10 role. But you have to play him, man. Like when Odegaard got injured, he was reluctant to do it. But you have to obviously give him the opportunity to play there on a regular basis. So I feel like, again, if we get Madueke in, he's probably going to be the right back cover and I'll start a left winger. And then after that, Nwaneri's going to be kind of that 10 cover. Because I don't think we'll get Eze after that, man, to be honest with you. I just can't see it, man. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see, bro. We'll have to wait and see. But there's no way we're haggling over this kind of money, man, for sure. I mean, again, preseason starts next week. We need to try and get a massive signing in. Otherwise, it's going to be looking peak. So, yeah, man, for me, we need to just try and make sure we get that over the line, man. But we'll see, bro. We'll definitely see. But, yeah, man, big up everyone tuning in. Mega everyone that's obviously been involved in the, obviously, chat. Been another good show as well, man. Obviously, I'm going to raid over to my boy Shane. So make sure you go over to Shane and say T-Chanzo raid, all that good stuff. I'll be back at 2 for some more updates on transfers. Hopefully, Arsenal is more in a positive light, but we shall see, man. But big up everyone that's tuned in, man. Make sure you guys smash the like button if you're not. Subscribe to the channel. And yeah, till 2 o'clock, go ahead and play at the game. Turn the notification bell on so you never miss a video. And yeah, it's your boy Tops. I'm out, people. Peace.